We did a press thing this morning, and one of the questions that came up that I think is important to explain on the back of what Davies just said is they said, we think you and Tony have probably got this wrong. We don't think you can create hockey that was as technical as last year's hockey in the Elite League. And just so you know, we're not going to attempt to do that. We're not really interested in doing that, and there may be people in the room want us to, but the goal that we've set ourselves, Tony and I, is to create as or more exciting product on the ice that gives us a better night out and really to give us a chance of being a winning team. So we thought we'd cover that from the offset. What we're intending to do is create an exciting product that's better than we had last year. And if we can do that, then I actually believe we've swum the channel. And if we don't, well, we tried, and we're good at trying in Manchester. Okay, I've got a guy here. Everybody said you know him. He looks fairly miserable. It's because he's with me. He's not always this miserable. He's quite happy normally, unless he's sat with me, but I can't have everything. This is Paul Bayliss, better known to everybody as Nipper, in case that's the name you all know him by. Paul heads up our junior development and also is coaching the ENL team for us. The reason I've asked Paul to come up is not just because the madman isn't here this evening, because we know we're going to hear from him as well, is that we're attempting to do something different this year with the hockey, of which Paul is very integral of. We are creating an academy that starts with the 10s and runs all the way through to the English Premier League. And what that means is that there will be a style of coaching that we're going to introduce that will be brought in at the 10s. It'll come all the way up, and Paul will attempt to coach the NL team exactly how we coach the EPL team. The idea being is that we have something that we can brand, something that we can measure, something that the government actually recognises, which is important for our foundation we're trying to put together. And even more important for us, which is why Paul sat here, is we want to be playing ENL players up and down with the EPL team, giving us breadth and width. So hopefully Paul's going to be able to contribute something towards our winning team and vice versa. And we think that's going to work for us. And Tony and Paul are convinced that this is the way forward. And Paul's just going to explain how easy that's going to be and what a great winning team the NL boys are going to be without giving too much away. Aren't you, Paul? Thank you.
That's right. Well, thanks for that, Neil. And obviously I won't do the political speech that Dave did. I just feel that good English hockey teams, imports or otherwise, should be based on homegrown players. To get your main core of your team, so your imports come into a team that's already in place, and your imports then are just your peripheral players, but your skill players. So my intention is, and the whole of the coaching system in the Phoenix, is to get homegrown players that can play at the EPL level. Now, I don't feel they're too far away, but obviously Tony felt for the first season that he'd like to start with players he's happy to coach and that can compete and play at the level that he wants to be at. But I would hope you've got two guys that are from Altrincham at the moment, but hopefully as the season grows he'll have another one, and then next season he'll have 3 or 4 or 5 guys that are homegrown players. And I think for any team that wants to grow and develop players, you need to have homegrown talent. And that's why all the coaching staff are trying to base things on a simple system that we work with Tony to implement. So when guys go from the ENL team to Tony's team or to the senior team, they're playing the same systems and the same styles and the same forecheck as the senior team, as the professional team does. So there's not a lot of learning to be done when they go to that practice. So hopefully we'll have next season 4 or 5 guys from Altrincham. Season afterwards, 5 or 6, and hopefully in 3 or 4 years' time, all the English guys will be from Altrincham. Because there are some good kids at under-18s, but it's getting them to make that level from under-18s to senior level, you know, and then playing with the good players. So hopefully some of the imports and some of the more experienced British guys will come on our trainings and make our guys work that little bit harder. That's about my idea, so thank you.